and there's a thunderstorm going on, and some guy's letting fireworks off over there, so it's a bit of a weird morning. I don't know what that is. It's either some fireworks or somebody's not paid their bill or something and they're having a gunfight. The new wind jetty's working away, just. It's all dirty, so whatever rain's coming down, the guy's shooting again. It's like a regular gunfight or something going on up here. I don't know. It's Central America. Who knows? Who cares? Oh no, I can hear marching band. Maybe it's a celebration. On a bright note, there you go. There's a bit of sun just peeking round the corner amidst the gunfire. It's a very strange morning this morning. I think I'll have another cup of coffee, something to eat. Today I decided I'd empty out my grab bag. In there I got this kind of thing with lots of pockets for lots of things. It's those things I'm checking out now. Those are survival bags. You get inside them if you're cold. Keep you warm. A Velcro strip, cigarette lighter. That's for, I don't know, you're just having fire. You might need fire. You find yourself in a desert island, who knows. A box of personal items, a neoprene balaclava, knives, pencils, plastic knives and forks, binoculars, compasses too. You remember this one? This is a toy compass. I used it to navigate up the coast of Europe when my main compass broke 3 years ago. There's some medical stuff there. There's a second AIS, emergency radio beacon. I already have one in the boat. That's the second one which I can take with me in the life raft. Some more stuff here. I got fishing gear. I need to add to that actually. I've got more fishing gear. That's handy. It's a little solar charger for a telephone. So if I've got any electronic devices, I can charge them by the sun in a life raft. A flashlight. There's a GPS unit that can give me lat and long. There's other bits, batteries. I need to change those out. Just a silly old hat, but I mean, you know, you're in a life raft with the sun and everything. A hat could save your life. I need to change that to sun cream. Got a flare pack. This particular one is a coastal one, but that doesn't matter because nobody's going to see you unless they're fairly close to you. So that's if you're in a life raft and there's some ships nearby, hopefully they'll see those. The life raft's at the back of the boat, wrapped up in that. The grab bag is basically any bag, doesn't matter, but a waterproof one is preferable, which this is, with things in it that are for if you have to abandon the boat. So you could do with a bit of food in there, medical supplies, flashlights, some of the stuff I've just shown you. Hopefully a grab bag is something that you'll never have to use, but it's good to have it in an emergency, because when you have to leave a boat in a hurry, you're just going to have time to grab things. I once saw, or arrived rather, just when we were doing rescue stuff years ago, to a boat that had just sunk. A guy went back on board a leaking vessel that was just on the brink. He went below to retrieve some bits and pieces, and it sank while he was on it. You get to a certain point, a tipping point, where you lose buoyancy, and a boat can go very, very quickly when that happens, and the trick is to get off it before that happens. With life rafts, incidentally he died, so it's important stuff. With life rafts, again, you don't want to be in one unless you absolutely have to. So there's that judgment call where you decide it's not safe to stay on the boat and you go to the life raft. But a life raft is a hideous thing. It'll save your life. I spent 45 minutes in one, in a wave pool, in a full simulation of a life raft at sea in the dark, with cold water from fire hoses being sprayed on me, and all kinds of stuff. And it's a horrible feeling inside a life raft. It's not a nice place to be, but it can save your life, but you've got to know when to get in one. So the grab bag is important because you don't have a lot of time. You've got too many things going on. You need a bag that's got stuff in that will help you survive. And I've kind of been neglecting doing things like that lately, and I'm getting myself sorted now. Hopefully going to get back to sea soon. So I'm cleaning out the famous back cabin so I can get to stuff. I've got a box of dried food in here, It's so full. I'm all ready to go. I've got cans everywhere. I've got to make a move at some point. On a boat, the hatches are one of the most important pieces of kit. When you think about it, the hatch covers a hole in the hull, if you see what I mean. Because the last thing you want on a boat is when there's a rough sea and the deck is awash, for the hatch to leak. That is a big hole in the deck there, which could flood a compartment very easily. So the quality of the hinges and the general manufacture of the hatch is important. The handle design is fairly simple. These are Lumar, which most boats use. They're good hatches, but like anything on a boat, it wears out. That's the locking mechanism there. That's the handle. If you look onto this one here, you can see the entire handle is missing. I know I'm a reasonably strong kind of guy, but I didn't know I was that strong. I tried to close it one day and the whole handle snapped. These are the new ones which I bought on my trip to England. Pairs, matching pairs. You may think to take a brand new handle like this, expensive piece of kit, and to just go and drill a hole in it, I'd be insane. But that's exactly what I'm doing. The reason for the hole is this wire. It's going to go through the handles like that in a loop to the next handle and lock that together, so neither of them can be turned and the hatch open. That's the idea anyway. Very nice. And the holes that I made earlier, well, piece of galvanized wire going through them like that. And when they're in a locked position, they're in that position like that, and that one's there. The idea being I can lock the handles together like that, and then they can't be opened. The guys on the boat next to me, I've known them for quite a while. We've been next door neighbours now for a couple of months while I've been here. They're waiting for a part for their boat. It's just arrived today after getting lost for nearly a month, and it ended up going to the States instead of here, and they're ready to go, except now their toilet is broken, so they're stuck here for a bit longer. Sitting in front of the fan, just cooling off for a little bit before the day's work starts. But the last 2 days have been overcast, 2 days without any wind, so the wind generator couldn't work, and no sunshine, no power coming into the boat. The power dropped down to 11.1 volts. I've known it for a while, the batteries are on their way out, but they've had it now. I've just covered up all the solar panels outside, so I'm going to take the batteries out. I've got some new batteries. There's stuff everywhere. That's normal for this boat. Tools abound. Even the galley hasn't escaped. Those are the old ones. I know it's not a particularly interesting shot, but on either side of the cranking battery, which is in the middle, two brand new batteries, 6 volt, wired in series. And that gives me 12 volts. Wow, just gonna go ashore to throw out the old batteries, and the heavens opened up. Whoa! So with the wind and the rain outside, I decided, right, well, I better get some beers in the fridge so they'll be nice and cold at beer o'clock. I've had a long day today, working hard, getting things done. It's a good feeling, get stuff done, and a nice cold beer would be nice. So I opened up the beer store and found another job, exploded beer. I've been getting some more of the little bugs on board lately, and I've been wondering why. A couple of weeks ago it was eggs that exploded. Now it's a beer. If I come down here, there's liquid in there. Look at that. That's beer, and it's nasty. But over here, it's even worse. It looks like the bilge is white underneath, but it's not. It's that's like stuff that has grown. That's the bilge color there. This white stuff is, well, I don't know what it is, but it's nasty. Ah, that's empty. That could be the reason why. Ah, okay, so that's the one there. Hey. That's also empty. That's empty. Something's going on here.
While taking a break while trying to figure out why I had exploding beer in the bilge, I saw what I thought was an apparition, but no, it was the real thing. The boat Carl. Nika and Maria from White Spot Pirates were coming into the marina.
Wouldn't you fit next to me?
I was afraid when the surge comes in.
Yeah, there's a lot of surge there.
But I mean, how she's wider than
Yeah.
a bit. I don't know. This seems a little wider than yours, son.
Yeah, this is wider.
Maria's boat Joanna was already in the marina, but she'd gone off to help Nika get her boat Carl in. While they were away, they had a good time sailing up and down the coast of Panama, enjoying themselves. And it was great for me to catch up with them again, and also to see Carl for the first time. This is a famous boat, as everybody knows, White Spot Pirates, Untie the Lines. And I'd seen this boat many times on the internet, but this is the first time we'd met for real, so I was kind of nosy, sticking my camera everywhere. Yeah, it was a great day, and good to see the girls again.
I haven't found anything worth filming for like months. I'm running out of stuff. I really...
You got her now.
It was nice to get on board and check out what gear Carl has. Nail varnish? Not hers.
That's what you call a dramatic cloud. I'm kind of waiting for the weather to really get bad at the moment, but that's not the only problem I got. Pulled the boat into the middle of the berth because we were actually going aground the last few nights, so I've had to sort of stick her in the middle of the berth. That hopefully gives us some room at the front where it's shallow. Also, I think there's a rock about where baby Shaddy is, and of course that's how I have to get ashore now, by dinghy. Some friends of mine are on an island about 20 odd miles east of here, and they just called through to say that there's a big squall where they were, and it's just left them and it's come to us. It's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It's actually quite nice, exhilarating. The boats are all blown around behind me here, but it's kind of refreshing almost. Some nice cool air makes a change. Some of the marina staff have come down now. They're checking on some of the boats because we've had quite a few, and I mean quite a few boats where their ropes have gone through lately. And had to be retied because we've had a lot of strange weather, and we've been having extremely high and low tides with a lot of swell here in the marina. But I've been here so long now, I just do need to get out of here. When the weather cleared up a bit, I took my new to me engine out. The Yamaha 4 horsepower hadn't been run up, so now is the time. Not far from the marina is a cute village called San Carlos, where you can buy fresh produce. I took some of the other cruisers down there to have a look around. I found this stuff. I thought it was hippie food. Turns out it was chicken feed. Yes, everybody had a good laugh.
Anyway, managed to buy some oil and an ice cream. Lastly for this episode, I just thought I'd put this up. I can't remember where we were going or what we were doing, but it is amusing, so enjoy. So we're going down the road, I'm with Maria, who keeps pulling faces and doing silly things. With me, 1, 2, 3, ah! We're trying not to have accidents, we're passing a big truck. Get it on the highway, looking for adventure! Yeah, silly but funny. Hope you enjoyed that little clip. Hope you enjoyed the entire episode. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you also to my patrons for their amazing support. If you'd like to get involved, check out my Patreon page. Real-time updates. I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I'm in the grab bag, which it's just another thing I have to do on the boat as part of the maintenance schedule. It's just another thing I have to do on the boat, which is part of the It's just another thing I have to do on the boat, which is part of the maintenance scale. Scale? It's just another thing I have to do, which is part of the maintenance schedule. Completely gone. I mean, they just. I got a wire. That wire was hooked around their microphone.